Hi guys. I normally don't do streams on Sundays, but I feel like it today. We'll do Kingdom Hearts tomorrow. I'm gonna work on this. I changed my layout again. Again, because it's Halloween. This is time for spooky month. So we changed my layout again. I made a new layout that's still like the old one, but at the same time it is festive. I haven't decided if I'm gonna play with my model yet or not. It's the 5th. But yeah, I decided I wanna stream in color. So come hang out in color and hang out with me while I color. This one has a purpose, I promise. Who am I on? Neither one of them. Let's do Celia first. Let's see how well I can keep this organized. Oh, I'm on the wrong color. I'm like, why is that not working? Celia's pale as fuck. So it is almost my vacation, which is a vacation, but it's not a vacation. It's an I don't have to get up for work vacation, which is still a big deal. Cause I work at like 4 o'clock in the morning, so not having to get up at 2 is gonna be great. I'm pretty excited about it. I promise that this one has a purpose. It's not just me doodling. There's like a point to this one. And we'll see how well I keep my layers sorted this time. That's what this is for. Keeping them color coded. I need your hubby's palette. See, I thought about animating this one, but then I thought about coloring it, and I decided I didn't want to deal with it. I thought about animating the breathing, but that's a lot of work. I mean, I guess I could put it in Photoshop and puppet warp it, but I don't really like. I'm not a big fan of puppet warp. Like, I get it, and I understand its like uses, but I personally don't like it for my own work. So that's why we're not using puppet warp. I feel like I should. No, because I need to rearrange these. And I've been doing things with time-lapse speed paint. I don't know what the correct term would be for it. Just just record my screen while I color, and then I put it in a video and speed it up because Blue Sky gives me like 3 minutes. I've been doing those. Kind of a little bit labor intensive though. I promise this won't look so jumbly when it's done. I definitely drew this on the day my hand hurt. I didn't set volume off on my phone. I normally turn my volume back on my phone when I'm at work because I hear everything through my headphones. So when I take my headphones and plug them in, when I get home, I forget to shut the volume off. See, I've had this one kind of sitting there, and I keep getting distracted and not finishing it, and I really need to finish it. Because I intend for this to be my currently offline screen. So when I'm not streaming, you guys will see this. And I want to make another screen for the Be Right Back, even though I almost never use it. I don't have the effort to, I do have the effort, but I don't have the ability to not burn my ass out, to do screens for every holiday. Besides, my Puffles don't have our holidays, so it's fine. I keep trying to decide what I want. What even is tomorrow for OC October? Let's look. OC October tomorrow. Oh, it's a required day, and it's relationships. Oh, okay, I can talk about that one. Tomorrow is relationships for OC-tober. So I have plenty about relationships. Maybe I should go hard mode and not talk about the husbands. I have been posting my writing though, so like the relationships are becoming a little more apparent. I need to post more about Oringo. I need to post some of his writing. I keep like zeroing in on Symphonia, but I can't really blame it. Blame me, he's my favorite. Although Oringo is like right behind him. Prior to Symphonia, the favorite was Oringo. God bless that man. one of these days, I need to do more expression sheets, but I just haven't done them yet. I think I haven't done an expression sheet in like a year. So, maybe I should. That's one thing about Blue Sky that it drives me freaking bonkers is we don't have a polling feature. I can't put polls up to be like, who do you guys want to see? Because somehow you guys like the silly little puffs that live in my brain. So that's exciting. We're gonna see how far I get today, because I started at line art and I didn't even have flats down. I don't even have flats down now. I'm doing flats right now. I haven't even touched Symphonia yet. We're purely doing Shark Boy. Alright, no. I'm so excited about not having to work for 3 days. It's 5, but I get my normal 2 days off, and then the first 3 days of the week I don't have to work, because I asked for them off. Because it's a shitty time of month, and instead of like trying to, push myself, I just said, no, we're not doing that this year. I have the time off, we're using it. tomorrow we'll stream again and we'll do Kingdom Hearts back to Chain of Memories. We're gonna see if I can actually beat Vexen. I have been running around collecting slides, and I have been collecting items from past worlds that I did not go get. And we'll see if I don't get stuck again. We'll play Kingdom Hearts at 7 p.m. tomorrow Eastern time. And then we'll do it on Tuesday. And I might stream again because I don't have to work next week. I haven't decided. Orange boy, orange boy. It'll make more sense in a minute. Hello, Socks. Cat is in here. Miss Socks has come to say hello. Did Mom leave? Is that why you're mad? Anytime Mom leaves, she gets super mad. Clarification for most people who don't know, I live with my mother because my father died. I moved back in with my mother because my father died. That's also why I took this coming week off, because it's the anniversary of Dad's death. So I'm not working. I never work that day, ever. Yes, that's the orange mane. It's gonna be cute, I promise. It's gonna be adorable. I'm gonna put a detail in a second that's not in line art, that I can't put in line art. I mean, I could, but it's not. I don't like it. I don't like it. I like doing it not in line art. One day I might get the gumption to full out animate this, but that gumption is not today. Hello! Thank you for, popping in. How are you? Oh, what time is it for you? Yeah, we're in the same time zone. Let's say, I don't know. I'm doing alright. I'm not sleepy yet. It'll hit soon, though. I got one more day in my work week, so it'll hit soon. I work first shift, as in like 4 a.m. So, I get it. I've worked third shift before and it's hell. Um, like, for at least for your sleep schedule, it just gets a mess. Yeah, yeah, I used to do that. I work 4 a.m. to noon. Um, I used to do that shift. It's a shift. I do have a fan going in my room. I never shut it off. So it's probably an itty bitty sound of a fan in the background. It's a fan. I have an old I have one fan above my head that doesn't make noise, and I have one that is kind of a stand fan off to the side that is that does make kind of noise, but it's kind of just become like ambient white noise to me in the back of my head. I guess I just don't think about it anymore because I never shut that fan off. Um, I'm still here. I heard her.
We are going.
Okay, I'm streaming. I love you.
Love you.
Mama's leaving for the week. She's going camping with my aunt. My legs feel stiff today. Put the background in a minute. Boom. I promise it'll make sense in a second. Hey! We're coloring the boys. I decided I wanted to color today. They're snuggling. Look at how, and just think, I didn't have any of the base colors down. This was just black and white. So were they. Oh. Just think, this was just black and white lines when I started 49 minutes ago. I put the entirety of the base colors down in, actually I put lighting in too. Actually, I put toning in too. In 49 minutes. And I put all their mist in, because that wasn't there either. They snuggling. Sharky really said snuggle time. That's my orange. Yeah, I don't know why I sporadically decided that I wanted to stream art today, but I did, so here we are. And I might do it more next week, because I don't have to friggin' work, so we'll find out. It's possible! You know what? Honestly, they deserve it. They earned it. Let them at least be able to have a good night's sleep. They should. I have been sitting here this whole time not doing shit. Oh, I've been sitting here this whole time zoned the hell out. So how do you like the new layout? And my little dancing pumpkin dude. I shut the dragon guy off temporarily. But, yeah. It's spooky time. But I couldn't shut off my duck. I can turn him back on. See? He's... Come on. See, he's still there. I can move him too. Hold on. We'll put him up. There. He can sit up there now. There. There. I still have my little dragon dude. But I can't shut off the duck. That's not happening. That's not negotiable. Morgan is there forever. He's my mascot. But now we have a little pumpkin guy who has no name. So, and the dragon guy doesn't have a name. So, so you can suggest names for my pumpkin and my little dragon guy. I also have little spooky ghosts now, and I have spider webs in the corner, and we are Halloween out for the month because it is spooky month. It's the only holiday month I really care about. It's orange hair color, not orange skin color. Yeah, they snuggling. It's gonna be so cute when it's done though, so that now yeah, that, exactly. There should be, like, blue and, oh, I think those are for subscribers only, that I have, blue and orange hearts in there that are animated. Boy. It's true. You know what? I need to make a goober of, Vorvesi. Because it is also sponsored by Vorvesi. She was absolutely like, they like each other? Let's get this going then. It's true. That's what happened. See, and that's the thing. That's the thing. The other half of it that I just never ended up typing out because we got distracted by Silu accidentally giving his orange a crab, and Orange getting punched by a crab. That's the other half of it that my brain thought out. While Vorvesi's at the festival and has stolen Sudan away, she, like, totally gives up the information and is like, I pushed them together because Fonny has a crush on Lulu, and now Sudan can't keep shit for her brother, so she's gotta go frickin' tell him. She can't just, like, exactly. He got punched by a crab, and Silu didn't mean it. He didn't know. He never would have let it get anywhere near the cat if he'd known his cat was allergic to shellfish. What am I on? Horns? Horns. Well, I just imagine this Sudan finding out about Symphonia's crush because little Bessie has to be like, dude, you gotta help. And now she has to, like, decide if she's gonna keep this shit to herself or if she has to go tell her brother. And I mean, she's also kind of twinly obligated to tell her brother everything. Although I can only imagine how much worse that would make Silu feel. Accidentally sends Symphonia to the fucking hospital over a crab and then comes home only to have his freaking sister tell him, you know, so Vorvesi told me something really interesting today. Yeah, what? Symphonia has a crush on you. Sailor just starts crying again. There's no way he could still have. That's the thing. I exactly that. I can see him catastrophizing. Not anymore. No, he still does, Blue. He still does. He still thinks you're the greatest thing that ever happened. And there's Sudan confused as shit, just like, why not? What do you mean? What happened? We were at the hospital. We're only at the fucking hospital. Did you know he's allergic to crab? Absolutely not. Like, she wouldn't know either. Been like, no, what? Wait, how did you find? Oh no. I can have her being like, oh no, how did you find that out? You didn't. Poor Blue. Poor man. He's just a shark. He didn't know. Symphonia's not mad. He's just fucking tired. So how many times post that incident did he go check on Kat? She just kept telling him it was okay. Dude, I can see Tuli freaking telling Silu that if he really felt bad, and like, if he really truly wanted to make up for this, even though she didn't feel like he had to, and she would tell him that you don't have to, but if you feel like you do, I need you to go to Tulta and let him teach you what to do in case this happens again. 'Cause accidents happen. AKA, go to Tulta and get cat training. Yeah, that color's nowhere near anything that would work. It's true, it's not his kid. But Tulta, that's about to be your bonded son, so figure it out. That's who Kitty Boy picked, so figure it out. Maybe this is how he figures out that he needs medication, because Tulta has to be the one being like, holy shit, he has anxiety. I think he's completely unmedicated for this shit. I need to talk to Paulo. Maybe this is how we figure out that, like, the need for medication for Silu starts. he's fucked up a little. Yeah, he's definitely fucked up a little. Look at how much shit I got done in an hour. Okay, we gotta save, so I don't have to do it again. They snuggling. There he is. We gotta do Silu Shades first because it hits harder. He is just a shark, but I need to do his shades first because his shades do more heavy lifting than Sinfonia's do. Silu's shade colors do a shit ton of heavy lifting. And right now he looks like a pale little ghost. Again, well, and that's the thing. That's what happened. You tried to make a polite, normal little regal guy, and he was like, "No, fuck you, Amshark." And I tried to make this like pretentious, freaking nose in the air, pompous, fucking piece of shit asshole, and he's like, "I'm just a kitty." Oh, it's not letting me fix shit again. If AutoMod's yelling at you, it's not giving me the option to fix it. Correct, we tried to put them on the wrong puffs. You're right. You're correct. Keeping it just hadn't made himself known yet. But the original intention of Symphonia is exactly who Keeping It is. He's such a jerk. I hate him. Oh. and Symphonia he's just a polite kitty. And Silu is just our local circus shark. We love him. I can't tell you what it is to have the image in my head of him every single time. He just sits at that beanbag and then sits at the very edge of it and takes his little shoes off and he puts them at the front of it and he makes sure that his shoes are sitting there nice. He doesn't even kick them off. He slides them off and then he politely sits them in the front so they're organized and they're pristine and they're sitting there all pretty. Like, he doesn't even just kick them off. He sits them all nice and neat. Okay, I haven't had to turn the canvas yet, but I might because my brain is shutting down real hard about the direction in which I need to shade his nose. Exactly, and that's what I mean. Like, Symphonia is a polite little palace kitty. He's just a kitty. He's just a polite little palace kitty. And you know, the sweaters. You know, the sweater collection. I'm looking at you, Blue. I know about the sweaters. That is the best emoji I ever made for you because it always says so much to me. It's like you post. I say I know about the sweaters, you post it, and it's literally like he's standing there frozen, like you know nothing. I've been caught. I love him, Your Honor. I can't imagine him being. It is. It's his natural state. I can't. I love him so much. But also, do you see how much heavy lifting his shade color does? This is why we're shading Sealu first, because Sealu's shade colors they do so much work. Symphonias do work, don't get me wrong, but not like Sealu's do. They are. They're working triple overtime. Well, they're also working so much overtime because they gotta do Sedan, and I think I gave them to CP2. So they're working triple overtime. They got multiple people that they gotta do this for. It's true. It's true. They're cousin. Well, because like I haven't. You gotta give me more reference so I can draw their cousins. And have you named their cousins? And then there's freaking like Kuka, who's like hot cocoa, and then there's them who are like ghost sheet white. I feel their pain. As a fellow mixed child, I feel their pain. I was gonna say, we have so many names. There's names on there that I just look at them and I'm like, I don't remember making this person. Did Theo make this person? Which this names that we did, like, I have to go through and read the names again. So I can get pictures in my head. Because, like, I have to look at the names and then think about the names and, like, what the name means to, like, get myself into, like, a color mindset to, like, be able to draw them. Just, like, I need to draw Silu's musical rival, whose name escapes me. I remember we made her pink, because she is very vivid in my mind. I just haven't drawn her yet. But, like, the image of her is just very vivid in my mind. But I just haven't taken time to draw her yet. Eventually I will. One of these days I should be nice and I should draw Kipino with his violin. But, why would I draw him being all cool and stuff? He's not. The girl we decided to make as the second cellist for Silu's rival. She's pink. I can see her very vividly in my brain, but I never take the time to draw her. Exactly, keeping as a loser. That's why I've never drawn him with his violin. If I'm gonna take the time and effort to draw a violin, it's gonna be Symphonia. If I'm gonna take the time and effort to draw a violin, it's gonna be Symphonia. And if it's not gonna be Symphonia, it's gonna be, at least be Rain Dad. It's gonna be somebody cool, not freaking Kipina. Well, yeah, and with him too, I would draw him, like, doing the building thing. Dude, I imagine. I imagine he gets stuff brought to him that just leaves him sitting there like, how the fuck? Meanwhile, he's asking someone what series of events took place to get their instrument to the state it's in, and his son is hanging from plungers from the ceiling. They're so cozy. They're so cozy. Hey! How are you? Thanks for popping it. It's probably pretty late over there. How are you? How's your day? Yeah, it's getting late over there for you. Hello! Thanks for popping in. How are you? Oh, we're on Silu. We need that one. I'm drawing me and, Expression Beans OCs. It's okay. I'm a villain. I use a 12-hour clock. Um, I can read a 24-hour clock, but I use a 12-hour clock, and that's fine. If I'm a villain, that's okay. Thug life. uh, I, I'm in my 30s, so I think I'm going on the 4th season. I mean, I think it is too late for me. Come on, there it is. I mean, I work at 4 a.m. So yeah, 5 a.m. I'm already like going. So yeah, you're already up by the time I... Oh! Oh, that's easy. So I can show you how I do it. I just did it, but I can show you how I do it. So when I color my line art, let's go to... Well, we'll do his horns. We'll do Symphonia's horns first, because, I'm gonna recolor some stuff when I do that. Where are your horns, buddy? I need to put a little bit of direction in here and it'll make sense. So when I color my line art, like his thing is right here. Oh, it's hidden behind a thing. Hold on. Boop. It's right here. I have my layer locked, but that's just locking the opacity. I don't know which button it would be on Krita for you, but I lock the opacity on my layer, so that means I can color on it, but I can't color anywhere that is opaque. So like if a line doesn't exist there, I can't mark on it, but I can color anywhere their lines exist. So that means when I do things like when I do their horns, once I put all the shading and everything in, the one line that would be where the light hits, I can go back and recolor. And like, because it's locked, so anything that I didn't draw when it was unlocked, I can no longer write on. And like that with his hair, that's the hair layer, right? Yes, that's the hair layer. The hair layer's locked, so that means it's only gonna let me color where the lines are. That's how I color my line art. I lock that layer, and then I, yeah, so lock your opacity, do your line art, and then lock your opacity. Now, my personal way that I do line art, but this is also because I'm an animator, so that's part of why I do this, is that his body, his hair, his horns, and his face are all separate layers. My line art is broken up into layers, but I also break my line art up into layers not just because I'm an animator, but so then when I do want to color his hairlines, I'm not sitting there trying to nitpickly draw on just the lines for the hair. Now I just make a brush as big as it goes and color the layer that's the hair. Here, I'll show you. Like, I just make that brush as big as it friggin' goes, and it's only... Here, we'll use that color so you can see it better. It'll only color where his hair is. And even though I drug my brush through his face is on a different layer, so it's not gonna color it. It's only gonna color where his hair is. It's not gonna touch his horns either, they're on another layer. So that's why I break my line art up like that sometimes. Because it makes it easier to color the lines later. And then when I do want to do things, like go through and do his horns and get nitpicky about, like, where my colors and my stuffs are. Yeah, my line art's broke up into pieces, that's why. That's why I do, the hair is a layer, the face is a layer, the body is a layer, and then the horns are a layer. That's how I always do it, because, like you can see with Silu's horns, the lines just disappeared. So when I go through, the backside of Symphonia's horns are gone, because they're the same color as the shade color. And when I go through and I, put all the shiny in, to make Symphonia's horns all shiny. See, I also do it like that too, because when I animate, when I want to shift the hair around in the GIF, the only thing I'm redrawing is the layer for the hair. The only thing, so like if I erase, I don't accidentally erase part of the face when I'm trying to draw the swaying motion of the hair. So that's also why I break it up. Brain go. Oh no, absolutely. I love teaching. Ask any question you want. I pick my brain. I love explaining process, etc., so forth. I am here to give you my knowledge. And then you can use it and apply it to your process however it works for you. We're artists, we have to learn from each other. Like, no, you're good. Ask any question you want. I'm here for answers. I've never used Krita, but I don't think it's probably that different from Sketchbook. It didn't look that much different. It looked like buttons in different places, but it seemed almost the same. I normally don't do their horns first, but we're doing examples right now, so that's fine. I know all art programs aren't the same. I know some are a little bit different. Oh, I don't like that. A little bit different in certain ways. But they're mostly the same. Not CPS though. CPS is its own friggin' beast. Yeah, I figured, well, cause like, Photoshop has multiple buttons for how you're locking it. Photoshop has a lock opacity button, a lock the whole layer, nothing's happening button, and it has like a lock motion button where like you can't move it and drag it, but you can edit it. So I figured that it had a button somewhere to lock the opacity. Yeah, and see, now I also can do things. I do this with my line art sometimes. Is I can use the right color. I can go through and I can use my glow brush on just one side of the horn. And also because it's its own layer, I don't have to worry about drawing on anything. And I can use the glow brush there. Line art just completely disappears. And I like line art, but this is just how I do things. Where are you? There's Siru. Oh, there you are. Okay. Admittedly, the color for my lines comes from the color of what I'm coloring. That's part of why everything's broke up. And my art program, I know a lot of art programs actually don't let you do this. This is one of the reasons I'm so clung to mine. My art program lets me save custom palettes. So, like, there. This is Sinfonia's hair color. Like, the flat, normal shade. This and this are the colors I'll use for his lines. And they come from the same tone. You can see that this up here barely moved. So they're the same tone, they're the same color family. So that when I do start coloring, because these are his shade tones. See, this is what I shade his hair with. This is his normal, regular hair tone. This is what I shade it with. These are the lines. So it's all kind of the same color family, so that when I do start shading his hair, it just fades. It just disappears. The same thing with his skin. This whole line and the palette right here are his skin tones. This is his skin tone. This is his highlighting skin tone. This is his regular shade skin tone. So then the darkest shade that I have in the line is what I use for the lines for his skin and his face. Those come from full rendering, because I'll go from lightest to darkest when I do a full render. So like when I do the ones of them dancing, I go in full render mode. So that means the point is to just make it blend and disappear. Like it's enough there to have it make the definition, but it's gone enough that it doesn't hit you in the face when you're looking at it. Cause like, if I scroll out, and we'll move that out of the way. If I scroll out, you can't see the line art for their horns anymore. It's gone. And for their horns, these three colors right here are Sinfonia's horns. The dark side is what I shade his horns with, and it's always the back side of his horns. This is what I do all the highlighting with his horns in, and it's always the front side. And like, I try to keep everything in the same color family. Because, where's Silu's palette? There's Silu's palette. What happened? I pressed the wrong button. I wanted to stop it. I hit the thing and I swear to freaking God. Keep accidentally renaming that palette. Okay, cool. So, like with Silu's actual skin tone is like almost fucking white. Here. Boop. Silu's actual skin tone is like almost fucking white. You can't see that behind the ghost. There we go. Yeah, it's like almost fucking white. But Silu's shade tone is orange. And that also happens because I'm painting underpaint. I'm doing the undertone. Silu's undertone is really like an apricot-y orangey color, where Sinfonia's isn't. Sinfonia's is more tan. So that also affects what I do line tone in. Because from here, this white tone all the way down to this brown tone is, all Silu's skin colors. Silu's skin color is a yellow base, but his shade tone is orange to give it that apricot-y color. Because when Silu doesn't have shading going on, he just looks like a pale-ass ghost. And so that means all of his line art that I do in a deep brown. So it still pops. But when I don't have the shade in, it looks weird as shit. Like, here, hold on. I'll show you. Hold on. So you can see him with his shade in right now. Do you see how pale that man becomes when I take the shade away? Like, he is white. And then that's how much heavy lifting his shade tone does. And it gives him that undercolor of being that apricot-y color. And it's also the thing too that, like, I've shown this to Theo before, that like you can't use Silu's shade color on Sinfonia because Sinfonia looks sunburned. Because Sinfonia has a more tanny undertone, like you can see it right there. I love my beloved circus Sharky like it's a fucking sheet of paper. Like, yeah, see, like you can see how Sinfonia's shade, it looks correct. Like, but if I shade underneath with Silu's shade tone, now it looks wrong. It doesn't look right. He's a porcelain boy, so is his sister and his mama. Because, and that's the thing, like, all this, it starts to make Sinfonia look like he has a sunburn. So that's part of what happens when I pick colors for line art. I try to keep it all in the same color family, but also, like, the undertone of what I'm trying to accomplish. Sinfonia's more tan, Silu's more apricot colored, And, like, where's Revon? Revon's is right here. These colors are his, this one, and this one are all his shade tone, his, skin tones. And they're, if you can, like, see them, that's Reverend's skin. That's his regular skin tone. And then I shade it with that, and this is the line art. He's got more of that olive tone going on. And then Sinfonia's brother, the king, he's like this, but his is more like a brownie color, and then he starts there, and then he starts getting more caramely. But the man's name means sun, so like his palette revolves around the sun. And like Ku, his wife, she's pale as hell, but she has the more olivey tone too, but all of her palette is all cool tones to go against Arinko's warm tones, because Arinko means sun and Ku means moon. The king and queen are literally sun and moon. So that's why they're there to like work against each other. Because depending on like what you use for shade see, yeah, like fucking likey. That man is really like pink. Really pinky. And then his shade tones do this. So then his lines end up being here. Like, you're staying in the same color family, and you're going dark enough to make sure that it's prominent, but you're staying light enough that it doesn't, like, pop to... There's a good example, too. That one's really hard to see, because once I start shading him, you can't really see it as hard. Kuka's really, like, a brownie orange color. This is also why we're joking about Silu being sheet fucking white, because Kuka's his cousin, and Kuka's here. That's his base, and then he moves to this, and his lines end up being here. Where's frickin' Vario? Where's Vario? He's my dark boy. There we go. There's Vario. So like, Vario starts there, his shade goes there, and his lines go there, but his hair's so damn dark. This is the base of his hair, this is what I shade it with, and then these are the lines that I do with his hair. But I always try to do everything but the eyes not in black. And I do that because when I start putting all of the like shiny effects and lighting and all of that in, if my line art is in black, it shows through. Here, I'll show it right there. That'll make more sense. Because I've got Symphonia's little puff of mist going on right there. Where's your hair, sir? There's your hair. Because right now I have it so that the shade tone's in. If those come on, there. If those lines are black, when I have an effect like that in, it looks like that. The effect kind of like loses its charm. But if I don't have the effect in, it looks like that. Zooming out, so because you guys see it like this. That's what the effect looks like if I just leave lines black. That's one of the reasons why I color my line art. Because, like... Well, and then, hold on, we'll take it a step further. Because, say, the thing is we'll take it a step further, because I don't even have this lit up for you yet. This is what I consider a toning layer. You saw how the whole thing just shifted in color? It's shut off when I shade because I shade in pure tone and then I put a toning layer over it. The reason I put toning layers over it is because it's a gradient layer, so then I can go in and do this. And there. Then I can go in and do this. And I literally just erase out that layer. Boom, lighting. Yeah. All I do is just go through and erase out some of that layer. Boom, lighting. But now with the toning layer over it, when I put the toning layer over it, see, and I can even see how it gets. I can even make it look like it's darker with the gradient layer over it. But with the toning layer over it, what happens is now all of the colors and everything I've even put into the line art are all getting toned to the lighting of the space. And since they're sleeping and it's dark, it's a dark gradient over it that's toning the entire world to those colors. Like, hold on. I can show it way more apparent real quick with one picture. There it is. That's put in with one layer. That's what this looks like without toning. I didn't take the time to like shade it all out like that. No, I put in a toning layer. And then I literally just used my gradient, used my lasso tool to cut it out to make it look like a door was cracked. And I cut out on top of that layer. Because that's the thing, like, I could make it darker if I wanted to. I could get it so it's real focused in on them. So, there's that trick too. Feel free to utilize it. Toning layers, the love of my life. But I don't shade with toning layers on. Don't get me wrong, you still have to go through and do a lot of work on toning layers. I have like 4 toning layers on the one for the violin, where Sinfonia has this violin really up close to his face. I have like 4 different toning layers on that one, and I had to like very carefully erase stuff out and paint stuff back in. But it sets everything into a singular tone, and it makes it more uniform. See, I streamed that one too. I just keep being lazy and not putting the VODs up on my YouTube. That one I did like a week. And I need to draw a blue boy with his cello again, but Theo remembers me yelling at a cello for like 3 days. Me and a cello were exchanging words for 3 days. So I haven't had the gumption to draw him with his cello in a while. I should, though. I should draw them both together, but God, that would take forever. Yeah, yellow and the cello with Kira. Yeah, absolutely. I had words for that cello. I think every day Theo at least heard me say at least once, that motherfucking fucking cello. It means more to you because you heard me yellow with the cello. Oh. You had to deal with my cello rage. But she was so worth it. Saying I do all my colors on their own separate layers for a reason too, because like then I can just go in to his eyebrows and do that, and I don't have to fight with colors. It's good you love them because you know how he feels about it. You know his horn-related anxieties. Oh, it's been 2 hours already. See, you guys made me lose track of time, and it's all like in a good way. I was gonna say it's been so much fun that I didn't even realize it's been 2 hours already. That's good though. I appreciate that. That I just kind of like locked in and did the thing. Maybe I'll get this done eventually so it can actually do what I want it to. It's supposed to be my currently offline screen. Yeah, I'm actually doing quite a bit. Blue's pretty good. I gotta do a little more. I'm getting there with orange. We're getting there with the boys. I got the background in. I gotta... All the toning is what takes forever. It seems like it's a cheat way because I put the gradient in, but it actually takes a long time to lay that all in. It's supposed to be my currently offline screen so that when I'm not streaming, you guys get the boys snoozing. That's the plan. It'll be cute. did not put the glowy shininess into Blue's hair yet, so I won't do it in Symphonia's either. We'll see. I'm almost done for today because I almost have to go get myself to get around before I... no, stop it. Get ready to go to bed for work tomorrow. I will stream again tomorrow at 7 p.m. my time. Because we gotta play more Kingdom Hearts and see if I can get my ass unstuck. So, I think we're gonna save. And then, yeah, it's 3:30. I normally take my night meds at 4. So, I think that's good for the day. I do appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me. I really like that. Thank you. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. my time, I will, play more Kingdom Hearts. We're playing Chain of Memories. We're gonna see if I can get my ass unstuck tomorrow, bestie. Like I said, I've been running around collecting shit. We're gonna see if I can actually beat Vexen and get myself unstuck from that fucking boss. But I don't work next week after tomorrow until next Sunday. So I have 5 days off after tomorrow. So I might do more art streams and stuff during the week. I haven't decided, but I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me. That means a lot. Also, yeah, please forever feel free to, like, ask me questions and pick my brain. I love it. I love helping people. Thanks guys. I really do appreciate you. Have a good night too. Thanks for coming.